This is it. This is it, my gorgeous Virgo. This is it. This is exactly what am I talking about. My God, there is so much actually going on in your life at the moment. My gorgeous Virgolini, I don't know if you know that you have found yourself on one of the biggest crossroads of your entire life. You have been on one of the biggest crossroads of your entire lives for the last, I would say, like about a month or so. Yeah, that's how long you've been on this crossroads, my gorgeous Virgolini, indeed. So what is happening? This is the time of your life where you are going to have a really powerful adjustment. You are going to have a really powerful realignment. What does that mean? That means that you're going to feel very strongly in your soul. You're going to feel extremely strongly when it comes to your spirit, within your spirit, that you have to, you need to, you must change something. You need to change something. This means that things are going to become a little bit tricky because on one hand, it's a lot to do with like an aspect of your life which you are doing right now. Like, for example, which is like really important to you right now, something which you are doing and something which you are extremely passionate about. I don't want to say it has come to an end, but I'm just saying that now it's time to like move on. Now it's time to start just transforming by paying attention to the fact that, you need to broaden your horizons. You need to do this. You must do this. You have to do this. No matter what is happening in your life, my gorgeous Virgolini, no matter what is going on, this is like so important, like there is no tomorrow. So there is a part of your life that you're so passionate about, which is, slowly but surely coming to an end, but it's not an end. You see, don't get me wrong, it's not a complete end as such. But now that aspect of your life, which I'm saying that has come to an end, it didn't come to an end like complete end, like an abrupt end. No, baby, no. But it's more about you realizing that now you have to, you really have to like broaden your horizons. This is so important. This is so important. And maybe you felt a little bit negative lately. Maybe you felt like your hands were tied behind your back. Maybe you felt like unhappy with certain things in your life when it comes to your current situation. And maybe you've just felt a little bit frustrated. None of these things are actually really bad. They are brilliant, in particular when it comes to your situation, my gorgeous Virgolini, indeed, because this is something, these feelings, these emotions are really pretty much so primarily responsible when it comes to you reconnecting with yourself. And once you reconnect with yourself, how it's going to happen at the beginning of this week, I think everything is going to become crystal clear. Okay, so now my gorgeous Virgolini, what is actually going to happen? At the beginning, you see, now as we speak, an old Virgolini is like pretty much so having a really powerful reawakening moment. I'm saying old Virgolini. Why? I know it sounds crazy, it sounds mental, but what am I saying right now? That already there is something that's calling you. There is something which is calling you, my gorgeous Virgolini, and something has been calling you for a while, and it's to do with a voice, that little voice within. When it comes to the time of our life where we need to broaden our horizons, for example, now this can be connected to so many elements. Sometimes it can be a lot when it comes to our future, just kind of abruptly moving on and looking towards brand new things, or sometimes, like in your case right now, you will be really thinking a lot about something really specific that you used to do all the time, something that comes to you naturally, something that you really enjoy, something that you're extremely creative about, and something that's so unique to you. it's some kind of a talent, it's some kind of a gift. This is the only way for me to explain this, okay? So this part of yourself, element of yourself, it's something that you used to do, but then you just stopped. You stopped and it's gone, like many years have passed, you know what I mean? And then you just haven't been doing this. But it's really crazy because it's something that you used to enjoy, something that used to make you feel alive, something that comes to you naturally. It's like one of your talents, I suppose, my gorgeous Virgolini. You're very talented, so it's to do with one of your talents. So you already have been thinking about it, and if you haven't, most certainly you are gonna start becoming pretty much so aware of it quite a lot, right at the beginning of this week. Right at the beginning of this week, you know you are gonna be so creative. You're gonna be creative about an aspect of yourself. And when it comes to you from a long time ago, what you used to do, my gorgeous Virgolini, this is what's going to make you feel creative. And there are a few things that you're going to do along those lines, and that which you haven't done in absolute ages. And this is going to get this energy going. This is going to get this energy going, my gorgeous Virgolini. At that moment in time, boom, 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 something is gonna unlocked within, and you are going to tap into these talents that are ever so important when it comes to this stage of your life. And yes, there are few things that you're going to become aware of that you are not going to be completely happy with when it comes to your current situation. You're going to feel very uncomfortable with something, and you're going to feel like, oh my God, you really need to do something about something really specific when it comes to your current situation. But I think it's a lot to do when it comes to your finances and when it comes to your personal security, which is absolutely fine. So you are going to have this new idea, which is, my gorgeous Virgolini, gonna be based on something which you used to do like a long time ago. I know it sounds completely crazy, it sounds completely random, but this stage in between now and in between when you stop doing this was ever so important, because when you pay attention to it, how much did you learn, how much did you actually change, how much did you actually change since you stopped doing that? You're literally like a different person. Can you imagine like what an impact on your life this is gonna make? Oh my God, like wow. So you are going to have this new idea, my gorgeous Virgolini, and this new idea which you are going to have, it's like, oh my God, immediately you're gonna come up with some kind of a strategy, immediately you're gonna perk up, immediately you will want to kind of talk about it. Oh my God, it all makes sense, it all makes sense. Why? Because at the same time you are now suddenly going to have get a completely different perspective on this boundless potential this is actually going to bring into your life. Not only this is going to allow you to do what you want to do, it's going to allow you to live your life the way you want to live your life. It's going to allow you to express yourself the way you want to express yourself. But it's also about this fresh start in a way, and it's to do with this boundless potential which you are going to realize right now. Absolutely brilliant. So you will become intuitively aware of certain things you weren't intuitively aware of before. So this is the time to most certainly trust your inner voice, my gorgeous Virgolini, especially when it comes to this contemplation which you are at the same time going to have. This is going to require from you to make some kind of a really kind of important steps right now. But one change is going to be like huge when it comes to it, you see. So you are pretty much so a couple of days later, after that moment in time, you are really gonna become aware of like you're really going to become aware of there is some kind of a clarity that you're going to have. Something is going to be exposed, something you're going to become aware of, something really specific. And what are you going to become aware of is going to answer one of your questions that have been causing this contemplation in the first place. This is going to be brilliant because the answer is going to come from somebody who is trustworthy and somebody who is consistent in your life and somebody who means to you so so much from somebody important. So this is going to make all this even better. But the bottom line is that you are going to become very enthusiastic, because you will know that you are not only going to reach a very powerful destination in life, but that particular thing which is going to be answered to you, it's pretty much so to do with your own independence. You are going to have a powerful confirmation that this is something which is indeed going to make you independent in few different ways. And this is something which you've actually needed. This is so important. And also, my gorgeous Virgolini, what else I was going to say, that now you're also like kind of gonna, this is gonna bring like kind of all sorts of memories. Honestly, I'm not being funny. This is gonna bring all sorts of memories up, just because it's something which you haven't done in a long time. And you are gonna go again, you will be thinking about lots of different aspects of your life, like maybe from an absolutely ages ago. Again, this nostalgic feeling. There are certain people who are gonna be highlighted, and there is a one person in your mind, on your mind, who is going to be on your mind, which is gonna be suddenly highlighted through all this, and you're gonna feel guilty. You're gonna feel guilty because of somebody you haven't seen as much as you wanted to see this person, but that person means to you so much. And my advice is to try to reconnect with that person. It's important to try to reconnect with this person, because it's somebody who is like kind of having good intent, and it's also somebody who is pretty much so going to give you a very important information when it comes to things that you find in when it comes to some kind of instability in your life. This particular person is going to give you a really specific information that you're really gonna be able to kind of use, but that you're gonna find like really amazing, to be quite honest with you. This particular information couldn't come from anybody else, and it's yet again time to pay attention to your intuition and to this particular guiding light that you're gonna benefit from like there is no tomorrow, because this is, my gorgeous Virgolini, all guiding you right now along the way. Okay, so now also, when it comes to you, I know this is gonna sound weird, but when it comes to you kind of thinking about, you're not only gonna think about like your past and things from a long time ago, but you're also gonna be thinking how simple, maybe on how simple and easy your life used to be, or how it used to be. And again, you're gonna tap into some kind of a wonderful energy here, which is going to really kind of make you aware of somehow that you need to focus on one thing. By if you focusing on one thing, you're not going to be tired of juggling. And by you focusing on one thing, my gorgeous Virgolini, right now, you're not going to resist this important change when the time comes. This is all gonna lead towards one of the biggest changes of your entire life. So you will not resist this big change when it comes, because you will be making big, massive, enormous decision in between the 7th and the 17th of April 2024. In between the 7th and the 17th of April 2024, you're probably going to make one of the biggest decisions of your entire life. So that's why I need you to be honest with yourself. I need you to be strong, and I need you to stand firm, okay? I need you to understand that you shouldn't waste your life, and you shouldn't waste your time on certain things that have been making you persistently unhappy. This in itself, it's gonna bring huge changes into your life. But I repeat, you have to be open-minded, and you really have to put yourself as a number one, my gorgeous Virgolini. You have to put yourself as a number one. You have no idea how quickly things are actually going to unfold for you after this point in time. Absolutely brilliant. And another thing I would want to suggest you very strongly, keep on taking organic moringa powder. please, for the love of God, you are one of the signs who can actually really use this in terms of energy, and in terms of this absolutely mind-blowing vitamins, and in terms of nutrition. What you actually get out of organic moringa powder is mind-blowing. It is going to give you lots of energy. If you take this at least 3 times a week, it's going to give you so much energy, and you will be able to notice the difference, how you can go so much further with certain things without getting tired. But it's also going to reflect on your mood. For example, organic moringa powder, it's one of the most powerful supplements you can actually get nowadays. Indeed. Okay, so this is something I highly recommend you to take. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, my gorgeous Virgolini, okay, so you know what? There is gonna be pretty much, so you need to understand that there is gonna be just like a little disagreement. It's gonna be disagreement with somebody, and when it comes to just a little disagreement, nothing huge, just a little disagreement, somebody is just gonna be really irritating, and somebody is going to be really annoying, and somebody is just not going to be able to understand you. Where are you actually coming from? Because you're going to be speaking to somebody about something really specific, and you're going to be talking about how dissatisfied you are about something. But then this person is really going to irritate you, because they are not going to be able to understand you. Where are you actually coming from? This is your sign here that maybe, it's not necessarily, this is a sign for you to be even stronger. This is a sign for you to, that it doesn't necessarily, people don't need to necessarily understand what you are doing and what you are talking about, but you must not let this to kind of affect you. This is what I really want you to understand. You must not let this to affect you, because it's maybe not about somebody who is really horrible and nasty and really like a vile person or anything like that, but it's more about them not being able to understand something really specific, which you're going to be able to say to them, which you're going to try to say to them. You will try to prove your point about something, but I'm just so worried that you must not allow that person's energy to take over just because they can't understand what are you doing and what are you talking about. You shouldn't allow this energy to take over in such a way where you start seeing things that mean to you so much with a different eyes. No, baby, no. What you are gonna have a little bit of like not an argument, but disagreement about, that in itself, it actually should be your sign and indication that this is indeed something which is needed and necessary for your life. Whether this person understands this or not, this in itself, it's to do with your own vision, how you want your life to be. And it's also to do with the fact that if you're stronger than this, and if you don't allow this person to take over in such a way where you start thinking about in a negative way about something which is your life, your spiritual journey, something that you feel so good about, if you don't allow this person to win and you just carry on your own path, something very bad and dark, it's actually going to come to an end. Okay, something very bad and dark is going to come to an end. Something that was causing so much anxiety in your life, my gorgeous Virgolini, only in about 5 or 6 days after that moment in time, you are indeed going to have a really good news. Just stick to things you know they are right. Okay, this is all about your journey. Okay, and don't allow people to put you off, okay, from something that means to you so much. And also, my gorgeous Virgolini, let me tell you, there is gonna be like some kind of, there is a certain person, there is a certain friend or somebody who you haven't seen in just a little while, who is actually going to really surprise you. Whether that person is going to surprise you this week, or whether you're just going to find out that that person is going to come like very soon. However, it doesn't matter when this is going to happen, because that particular person, it's also going to announce something. That person is bringing some important announcement to you as well. And also, my gorgeous Virgolini, What else I was going to say? Do you know what? I like this so much. And I've seen this in like one of the past readings when it comes to you. This, like, I like this quite a lot. It's to do with the justice. It's to do with some kind of a justice. This is absolutely brilliant, okay? You are gonna have such a good decision, such a good outcome when it comes to something really specific which you have been waiting for. Whether this is to do with the proper legal justice or you're just waiting for somebody to decide something important to you. However this happens, oh my God, you are gonna be so happy when you hear what you are going to hear, because a really kind of very kind of big reward is gonna come to you. It's not only about positive outcome when it comes to some kind of a justice or when it comes to some kind of process which you have been waiting for somebody else to decide something specific. You're gonna find this extremely rewarding, but at the same time you are also like kind of gonna be able to do now what do you want to do, like completely. There are certain plans that had to be put on hold because of this little bastard here. So that's why this is going to be absolutely brilliant. And on another note, my gorgeous Virgolini, you're also going to have such an important advice, really powerful, fantastic advice from somebody so wise, like, oh my God, somebody really weird, bizarre, very strong and powerful, and somebody really wise. It's actually going to give you such a powerful and smart advice. And this advice is like pretty much so going to open your eyes, and it's going to make you aware of like where would you need to put in time and effort, you know, first in order to reap the rewards, you know. It's to do with like you knowing that you need to come up with some kind of a long strategy, but also this is going to be so beneficial for you because at the time when something will put you off because it's a too long wait, now this is going to rub off on you in such a good way, because you are also going to become patient. This is very patient, you know. You're going to understand that you need to be patient, but at the same time, my gorgeous Virgolini, you know, this is brilliant because it's really taking you right out of, you know, the majority of things, you know, that have been like kind of making you like really stuck lately, and the majority of things that made you feel like kind of unhappy lately. So this is gonna be like really kind of significant when it comes to your emotional reconnections, you know what I mean, like with yourself, like really, to be quite honest. So this is absolutely brilliant and ever so important. By the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous Virgolini, you know, fantastic, you are gonna have a brilliant achievement. Now this fantastic achievement which you are going to have, it's to do with something which you're gonna find extremely rewarding, and it's to do with, you know, things that you have been doing and things that you have been working on. So there is going to be a really nice achievement, and you are going to be happy because like something is going to surprise you when it comes to that achievement. Oh, the really nice little change, something is going to like kind of unfold so quick, much quicker and much sooner that you could have possibly imagined. And it's not only that, you're going to be like, oh my God, really wondering now what to do next, but you're going to feel so happy and you're going to feel so excited because all this is actually going to happen so spontaneously. And I love this. And it's not only that, it's not only about that achievement, it's not only about that success, it's not only about that recognition, but it's also at the same time, you know, it's to do with some kind of a challenge, that is gonna put you in the right good mood, because you will know that there's some kind of a challenge. It's like, you know, it's almost done, you know, final push, it's almost done, some kind of a challenge. So you will know with this, some kind of a challenge, it's almost came to an end. Hallelujah. And you will also know that, now it's all about like a kind of like some kind of a final push or something else that you need to do. And that in itself, it's actually going to happen in your life in such a way where you are also at around the same time going to get another message about some kind of a progress as well. And at that moment in time, you are literally going to be ready for something new. And I'm not surprised here. This is the beginning of an absolutely mind-blowing spiritual awakening where you are again healing and ascending onto the next level of your spiritual journey. You're going to become confident, you're going to become brave, you're going to become passionate, you're going to have this high energy, and on top of all that, you are going to become quite adventurous. This all this is going to be so important when it comes to your financial stability, but also you are going to end up with the actual variety of different options and possibilities. And when it comes to you kind of becoming aware of variety of different options and possibilities here, let me tell you, baby, it's always the way. You go for the one that, brings a steady progress. You go for the one that is going to be hard work, but you have to go for the one when it comes to these possibilities and options. You're going to become aware of it. The bottom line here is, without talking too much, when you become aware of all these possibilities and options you didn't have before, what this wonderful unfoldment is actually going to bring, at that moment in time, you have to stick to the plan. Stick to the plan and stick to the plan. You will know which plan I'm talking about. So when you become aware of these options and possibilities that are going to come out of it, you have to go for the option or possibility, which is going to be like a hard work, just do it, but then again, it's to do with you sticking to the plan, sticking to the plan, sticking to the plan. And having said that, by sticking to the plan, things are going to accelerate. Things are going to develop really, really fast. You need to understand that a very specific goal is just behind the corner, which means that you have to act now. You have to do something about it now. By acting now, you're going to be unrestricted. By acting now, you're going to be in the flow. By acting now, you are pretty much so going to do the right thing here. Indeed. Trust me. Okay, my gorgeous Virgolini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.